let's transition to another comic property.
Right.
We don't need to give this a ton of time. We've already seen it, but I want your thoughts. I can't believe you went to see Deadpool PG-13.
So it's interesting because, you know,
it's not a money grab, clearly.
Well, that's what I thought it was going to be going in. I was like, all right, I want to see it because it took a lot of balls. Like Deadpool 2, I think, is a fantastic comic book movie. I think it's one of the best. It's so well written. It's something I think I saw like 3 times in theaters.
I think it's better in the first.
I do agree that it's better than the first. And I'm like, how are they going to take this? And what are they just going to cut it and take out all the F words and take out some of the blood? And what are they going to do with it? They actually went and remade the movie by making it The Princess Bride. And the Peter Falk telling the story to Fred Savage, except instead of a young Fred Savage, it's Fred Savage now, and it's Deadpool playing Peter Falk telling the story of Deadpool 2 to Fred Savage. It was fucking hilarious. I sat there and I'm like, okay, so this is going to be like one gag, how they start the movie, and then the movie will go on and do its thing. The entire movie, there are parts in the movie where things happen, where it cuts back to Fred Savage's bedroom in The Princess Bride and Deadpool and him interacting, and like Fred Savage fully playing the part of himself as a kid in his bedroom in Princess Bride.
And it works?
It actually works.
Does it do anything to recall Princess Bride beyond, you don't have to give a spoiler, but beyond just that room?
No.
Okay.
But it doesn't need to.
Like, they don't resurrect Andre the Giant or anything.
Oh, God, I wish. No, they do a fun thing where, you know, I think it's interesting because Deadpool's always wearing a mask. You can kind of like have him say whatever you want because you don't actually see his face.
Well, that's why most of the best jokes in the original movie, the original version, were of him masked, because from what I hear, he sat there and redid every joke until it hit.
Right.
Because he could in overdubs.
Yeah, and that's essentially what you have here. You have some jokes that have been completely rewritten. There is some clever use of the bleeping sound, which brings out one of the funniest jokes in the movie. You also have some scenes that I think were cut from the original movie that are cut back into it, and you lose the entire original beginning of the movie. They kind of recut it to work within the Princess Bride theme of the overall film. And then, you know, of course, there's a new after credit scene and then more after credit stuff. I really enjoyed the movie. I don't know that if a person wants to see Deadpool 2 for the first time, I don't think this is for you, because Deadpool 2, as it is, just the way it is a perfect superhero movie, and it's the better version of the 2 Deadpool movies. That said, if you loved the Deadpool 2, this is really good for a laugh. Like, it's cool because there's certain parts where you're like, all right, I don't have to fully pay attention to this because I've seen this already. However, a decent amount of the jokes are new. They did take out a lot of the blood. They totally had some fun with the leg scene. Mm-hmm. I thought it was great. I was happy that I went to see it before I came here. I don't think it is a money grab for all the extra stuff that they put into it. However, if you don't get to see it in theaters, that's okay. Definitely watch it when it comes on TV. It's really fun.
I wouldn't be shocked if they put it on TV or on Netflix or whatever on-demand service very quickly.
So it was only playing one theater.
Oh, it was?
Yeah. It was only playing in one theater, and it was a regular theater. So I did some looking around in the area. It wasn't playing in, definitely not playing in IMAX, definitely not playing in Dolby. You're going to go see this in the regular theater. If your theater doesn't have the assigned seats, you're sitting in the regular theater. Like, I was in this theater, and there were 4 other people in the theater. There's one person sitting way in the front, God knows why. There was an elderly couple, and they were like on a date, and they were like cuddling the whole time.
They were the ones who were actually having sex in the movie.
They were proud. There's probably some hand stuff happening there. He might have cut a hole in the bottom of the popcorn.
Yep.
And the theater was so empty. It was like farting without fear of reprisal. Empty. Like, no one is gonna know. You're just doing you. One guy, the 4th person in the theater, came over and tried to sit by me, and I kind of looked at him, and I gave him the no. Like, why would you try to sit next to someone in a completely empty theater? Like,
because he had a hole in the bottom of his popcorn. You can play.
The hand doesn't play. Get on your own side of the theater.
Okay,
jerk.
so that explains a lot because it didn't even rank in the top 10 of the box office last
Well,
week.
it's not ranking in the top 10 of the box office. The original Deadpool 2, I just checked out on Rotten Tomatoes, 83.85 is overall score, right? This one, I don't think people were too happy with it because this one was 51.65.
Ooh, that's really low.
Yeah.
That's weird. I didn't see the review for it. I didn't know they would actually be reviewing it. Anyway.
Well, it is, in a lot of ways, a different movie. Mm-hmm. And big ups to Fred Savage. You were great in this movie. Yeah, I definitely enjoyed it. I mean, it's definitely not something like the first Deadpool I went and saw 3 times. One's enough.
I will wait till it's in the theaters, but I'll wait till it's on DVD, and I appreciate you watching the shit we won't watch. Thank you, Hambone.
Hambone to watch anything.
Перебиты, поломаны крылья, серой болью всю душу свело.